live.
No.
We are live. Look, I'm not even taking my shirt. It's too cold.
That's okay. Put that one on. I like that one.
No, I can't because
you got the fire explosion. You got it. Come on.
It's a little cold in here, you know.
It's not.
It's like 30 degrees outside in Connecticut.
It is. It is cold.
Oh. All right. So anyway, for the record.
Hold on, bro. Give me 1 second to make sure.
I don't know why you're doing that.
Is live.
We're here. First of all, this is our last episode. We're quitting today. Okay, I've been saying this for years. It was 6 months now. Hold on a second. Let me just make this a little higher. There we go. Sorry.
Oh, I'm back. All right. Let's get back in the saddle.
So we're quitting today. This is our last one. At least that's what I'm saying.
Do you know what's funny?
Sorry.
We might have to go down to once a week versus twice a week.
Whatever you want to do, brother. Whatever you want to do.
We are, let's see. We're back in here. We are live. We're back in.
Private chat is off over there, brother.
Private chat. Get our people from all over the world into this mix over here. All right.
All right.
Hey, buddy. Welcome to the intro to Crypto Monday. Michael Cristoforo, David Lamel here. Thank you so much for joining us. Crazy times. It's an XRP kind of what in the heck?
Listen. You know something? Do not be dissuaded. Our purpose here today, and before we came on, I said to Dave, all we're here is to motivate you. Do not get dissuaded. Know what you hold.
Well, to be fair, you know what you hold. But do you really know what you hold? And do you really know why you hold it? And do you really know what the end game is?
Well, I think some people, a lot of people obviously don't. But, I was listening to Jake on one of his, podcast.
Yes.
That, for the mastermind. And he's like, guys, I just had some information. He says, I can't tell you the name of somebody. He says, but he says, it will make my numbers, the numbers that I received from this gentleman that just mentioned, he says, made my numbers look like I'm going to win before the end of the year. So, take it with a grain of salt.
From your words to God's ears.
Yeah, I usually say that to you. Now you're saying it to me. So it's sort of funny.
So let's talk about XRP right now. Was at $2.12, I think it was. And I was watching Zach Rector last night. And he had just bought another little stash of it because he said up to 215. He had bought it to 216. And the last night was 226. And now we're at 212 today, 211, 212, 215. And the amount of phone calls and text messages I'm getting in over here are like, what did you do to me?
Yeah, that one that you read, right? Wasn't there a bankruptcy? Didn't you get a bankruptcy email?
I got a text message. I'm moving in with you. We can't afford to pay our bills. Listen, when you buy XRP, you're buying it with the extra investment money. This is not money to survive. Oh, let's start from the beginning. One more disclosure. We are not financial advisors. This is not financial advice. If you need financial advisors, seek financial advice, seek a professional in both categories. But when we're not doing therapy, we're doing therapy.
Yep.
And we're not giving you financial advice. We're giving you education and understanding of what's going on in the digital world. And hopefully you're learning a lot very quickly, or at least trying to learn. Because by learning, if you're learning and listening, you're growing. We're growing 100%. Together. We are in a place in our lives where we're trying to understand what exactly is happening. What is happening with XRP? What does the word supply shock mean? Because I've never heard the word supply shock until recently, right? Supply shock. What does that mean? Well, there's 43 billion in circulation or something like that, right?
Yep.
But what's happening is all these platforms don't have any more XRP. Very few do, Uphold being one of them. And on top of that, you have a situation with the supply shock going on that all these ETFs that are coming out, where we have the XRPC that just came out, broke every record we talked about. There's another like 10 or 15 XRP ETFs coming out in the next week.
Monday, assuming it's next Wednesday. I looked.
Franklin Templeton, was that today?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I looked it up. I didn't see it, so I don't know if it's next week that it's coming out. But EZRP is one of Franklin Templeton.
So you have all these ETFs now that are, let's just say, for argument's sake, I think we had what was it? How many millions of dollars came in through
53.
53 million came in day one. 26 million came in the first 30 minutes.
I think Franklin Templeton will
with Canary Capital
will go much higher.
And that's with a small outfit, Canary Capital. Yeah. So as these ETFs come in with larger, I'll just call them companies, and there's more money coming in. So what's going to happen is they're selling at a clip at the XRPC. I think it's 10 XRPs in an ETF. Okay, yeah. Who knows how many XRPs will be in an ETF? I'm sorry if I'm mumbling here. Will be in each ETF, so that each ETF is going to be a little more expensive and will hold more. And how many millions or billions or trillions of dollars are going to come in? You have about 17 or 18 XRP ETFs that are opening up over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I mean, this is kind of crazy because I didn't realize the numbers. Like Mikkel was talking about it. Crypto Sensei is talking about it. Avi Lev's talking about it. Jake's talking about it. And it's kind of hard to comprehend this because you have 43 billion. You're thinking, well, 43 billion is a lot. But 43 billion is not a lot when you look at how many millions and billions of dollars are coming into the stock market on a daily. Quadrillions of dollars come into the stock market on a daily basis. Right. Yep. So when you, again, quadrillions, what does that mean? If you Google that, how much money is quadrillions? So when you have all of a sudden everybody, look what's happening with Bitcoin. Bitcoin was at 116, 120,000. They're at 95,000. That's a $20,000 to $25,000 swing in a couple of weeks. What did XRP drop? 30 cents? We're concerned about 30 cents. Can you imagine if you owned 100 or 1,000 Bitcoin and you dropped 25,000 per coin? Holy shnikes.
What about when XRP goes? I mean, this is the whole thing.
Wait a minute. Now, think about this. What percentage do we go down that we are worried about? Are we worried about the, $3 that came down? Or are we about the $2.50 we came down? Or $3? What did we come down? We came down 20%? Really? That's what we're concerned about, the 20? Nah, not worried about the 20%. We're just worried because we're waiting for this explosion to happen for us. And that's what we're thinking about. We're buying, we're holding, and we're concerned because we keep hearing about it happening, and anticipation is killing us.
I talked to a woman today in the mastermind that I've known for a while. And she said, I am tired of waiting.
Yes.
That's what she said. She goes, I'm just tired. She says, wake me up when it finally moves.
Right.
And I said to her, I go, you're not alone. You're not me, but you're not alone. I have a lot of friends in that situation.
Absolutely. I think
it's
more people are in that situation because it's reality of normalcy, right? We all who have been investing in XRP, whether it's 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, right? Because we have people that have got into the last year that we know because of watching the show and listening and learning, right? And being convicted and understand what you have, but more important, understanding the utility of what it is. There's one of these podcasts that come out. They're like a movie they set up. And Louis Vaughn, thank you so much for joining us back. Good to see you, man. Good evening, guys. We are so early in the game. Buy the dips, grow the bags, hold. South Africa's in the house. Louis Vaughn, thank you so much, buddy.
Thanks, Louis.
100%, man. I want to bring Louis Vaughn. Louis Vaughn, do you want to come on the show right now? I would be happy to send you a link.
Oh my gosh, are you gonna get them on?
If you're
Could
interested,
you do it? Are you tech savvy enough to get him on?
I'm willing to bring him on if he wants to, or anybody else who wants to jump on the show. From now on, we're going to make it available. If you want to jump on the show, we're going to bring you on the show. Love to get you guys engaged in the show because really that's what it's all about. It's us. It's this community of people we're together who want to be on the show, who are smart, who listen and learn every day. But and Louis Vaughn, if today's not the day, maybe we do it on Friday. But I definitely want to bring you on because I think you're a smart guy and you have a lot to share. There is on the one I follow is this video. I wonder if you guys ever watch it. It's got a yellow circle to it, and it's brilliant. It's a phenomenal. I gotta see for 1 second which ones I follow over here.
Bottom right corner.
Oh, it's gonna be what I've watched. Is it this one here, Crypto Insights?
No, I don't see a yellow circle.
It's let me just see for 1 second if this is it. There's a video that one of these guys is phenomenal. It's like a movie, and when you watch and listen to what they're doing, it's like they tell the story, and it's a story that helps you understand the bigger picture. And I love it because here it is. Yeah, Crypto Insights. So Crypto Insights, they don't have a big following yet, but when they talk about XRP, it's really amazing because it helps you learn so much about what the bigger picture is. Some of the numbers sometimes seem a little exaggerated.
We would love the 14,000 followers.
They're talking about a 75,000 XRP, what it's going to be, when it's going to get there, and how it's going to happen. But my point is, so going back, we kind of got sideways. My apologies.
Yeah.
The supply shock situation here. How does that even make sense when there's 43 billion? Understanding how many of the guys out there, people, investors out there who haven't even dipped their toe into an ETF with XRP yet. How many? Oh, going back to Bitcoin. So $25,000 down. I wonder when there's all these Bitcoin people who sold.
David didn't take his Adderall today. Yeah. He's all over the place. He's all over the place.
So all these Bitcoin people sold, right? They lost 25 G's. I think that what they're doing, in my opinion, is they're buying XRP, but they're not telling anybody. Because God forbid Bitcoin people say we're buying XRP because it's hush hush.
That's a possibility.
I think it's a big possibility.
Or it could be market manipulation where they take down the Bitcoin, which takes down the whole entire industry, which shakes out all of you weak-handed people so that they can actually, buy up your bag.
So Lewis Vaughn says, won't be able to join in at this time right now. It's really late in South Africa. Family is asleep. My friend, mad respect, but we definitely want to get you on. So we have to set up in advance. And please, let's make that happen because it would be awesome. And anybody else out there who wants to join the show, we love you. We only have 755 followers in the ballpark. I'm hoping we grow into the 1,000 mark in 2,000 to 3,000. I'm hoping that when people listen, they're learning and enjoying. And remember, please hit the smash like. If you're on Facebook, on Rumble, on Instagram, if you're on YouTube watching us, where a lot of our people are following us, hit a like. Please let us know your thoughts and feelings. Yeah. Share your feelings. Listen, you may not agree with us, but you can share your feelings. We're good. We're big adults now. We're adults now. It's important to listen and learn together and understand what's going on.
Yep. And we were talking about the supply shock with these ETFs. That's not even talking about Flare coming on board with some of the stuff that they're doing with the DeFi that's really coming on. So what is that going to tie? What kind of XRP are we looking at there? Then you got Evernorth. Evernorth was talking about they want that billion XRP, and they'll go beyond that as well. So you start putting it together, guys. There's a lot of positive news everywhere except in the price of XRP right now.
Everywhere but in the price of XRP, right? What he's saying basically, everywhere but our pockets, right? That's the reality of it. In our pockets, but you bought it at 3, you bought it at 325, so did I. I bought it at 350, so did I. But I also bought it lower, and it doesn't matter because I know where we're going. So if you have a little powder on the side, I'd pick some up. Would be my personal suggestion.
I was buying cheaper, you were as well, in the 30-cent range, 50-cent range. Can you imagine now? Okay, the people that bought it at 30 cents, 50 cents, $1, I honestly don't even think about the price anymore. To me, it doesn't matter to me right now. I'm in the money, so it doesn't really matter now.
You're not in the money. You're in the.
I'm in the money. If I sold, I'm in the money. If my average price is $1, how am I not in the money?
No, that's
worth
true.
too.
Yeah, you're right.
So my point is this:
yes,
it's going to go to $10, guys. So you're right now. You might be underwater because you bought it at $3 or $3.50, like he said.
Yeah.
Add to your bag. You're going to be in the money because
dollar cost average,
100% dollar cost average. Buy it because it's going to be more in the money down the road. So you need to buy now, is my opinion, because you're going to be in the money. Someday you're going to be exactly the same situation. You're going to say, oh, I remember buying it at $1.25 and then watching it go down to 50 cents. And I'm like, oh, that was a bad move. I would have been better off. However, now look where we are.
You bought the $1 when you went back down, but you're now at $2.12.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I agree with you. 100%.
This is a long-term hold. It's a long-term play, guys. It's not going to go anywhere.
I'm going to use an example. The long-term play. How many out there got married and still married? The long-term play. You didn't.
Dave, 50% of your audience right now is probably yelling at you.
No, 50% of the people
teasing.
who are watching going, yeah, he's right. You
Yeah.
got you met this significant other. You fell in love with this person, and along the lines of this relationship, you've gone through a roller coaster. And if you haven't, then you're still in the beginning stages. You're on that roller coaster with that significant other. Did you toss him to the curb? Did you say, I'm out? A lot of people have.
Some will say yes.
Some will say yes. So here's the way I look at it. If you have your significant other that you're glued to because you love and you've got that relationship and you're convicted in that significant other, like I am with my wife, and you are with your wife, as much as they beat us up mentally and physically, just kidding, as much as they torture us from all different kind of aspects, we're still with them because we see the greater good in them. We see the long-term game in them. We see the relationship in them and what they are in the end of the day, better than what's out there. And you can trust in them. And you know they're going to be there for you.
I can't believe we're
That
comparing
is
XRP to spouses right now.
That is XRP.
Wow.
XRP. He just threw his glasses on the floor. He needs to get out of the screen. you think of your XRP, it's your spouse. It isn't always rainbows and unicorns,
Well, that's
right?
for sure.
But you know at the end of the day that person who cooks for you or cleans for you, or you cook for them and clean for them, and when they're sick and you take care of them,
Dave, it's called love.
It's called love.
It's called love.
Your love for XRP has to be at least that much, because what it's going to bring you is happiness in the end. Just like one day as we get older,
Well, we're hoping more than happiness. We're hoping for cash.
you're hoping for significant cash.
Yes,
But
we will.
But cash, right? Ready for this? I guarantee everyone out there would choose a great significant other to spend the rest of their life with over cash sometimes.
100%.
Most of the time.
They should.
And health, right? So your health and your spouse are your XRP. You want long-term game, right? That's safe to think of it. The roller coaster is going to be in effect. You had the greatest morning with your wife or your husband. Everything was unbelievable. And then you called them to find out what time they're coming home, and they're going to be late. And you cooked dinner, and now you're pissed. I'm just saying it's a roller coaster. It's not always perfect, but the big picture.
Why don't you call in now, and we'll now do marriage therapy? Okay, we're here for marriage therapy.
This is XRP 101. This is relating your relationship of your XRP to your relationship with your girlfriend, your significant other, your wife, your husband, whoever they are in your life is the roller coaster, and XRP is going to play that game with us. But here's the big picture. XRP at the end of the day is going to bring you such a world of happiness. The question is, are you ready for it? And what are you going to do first? How are you going to have you made the plans of how you're going to treat yourself and what's going to happen to your life and your family? These are the things you should be thinking about.
You're talking about goal setting.
I think it's time
It's not a bad idea, to be honest with you. I think every one of us should have.
Well, the chips may feel
dreams.
down. I think it's important for us to think about
I agree with that.
plan we're going to have when it happens, because if you start writing things down in advance when it happens, you'll be more prepared for it. Do you have a financial advisor that's going to help you get through this? Are you involved with Jay Klaver and the company he's working with?
Digital Wealth Partners.
Are you involved with Caleb Brown? What's going on? What's your big game plan? How is you set up? What do you have?
I think those are really good points, because things are down. It's important to plan for what you're going to do with your life when things are not where they are today, because they're not going to stay where we are.
Right.
They're not going to stay. And you might wake up one day and it's like you won the lottery.
Well, it's going to be one day you won the lottery, because it's all going to happen. It's just a matter of when and how. And if you understand, guys, it's so important to listen. Listen to Zach Rector. Listen to Mikkel. Listen to all these guys. Listen to the Stable Crew. Listen to the Barrel Bull came back out, by the way. Every so often, I love this is the Barrel Bull, right? Yeah. Like even he popped up his head, like to kind of talk about things. Yep. It's really exciting more than it is stressful, because right now, did you really lose anything? You didn't lose anything because you didn't sell anything. Remember that. If you've owned stocks before and the market went bananas, did you sell or did the market just go down and you held where you were and you're buying more anyway? Because when people are in the stock market and they're having their 401ks,
Yep.
their paycheck is paying a certain percentage of that 401k weekly, whether the thing's up or down.
Yep.
And they're not going, oh my God, it's up or down. I'm going to pull back on my 5%.
Well, sometimes they do.
That's me.
Sometimes they do.
Me.
And usually the ones that lose are the ones that usually sell after a major pullback.
Or
I can't take this, I'm
right,
selling.
right.
And then they turn around a year later, they would have been so far in the money. Take your emotions out of it.
That's right.
Buy and hold.
Buy and hold, buy maybe a little more, maybe buy a little less, but buy, especially when the price is down. If you're 10, 20 cents down, and here's the other thing is, it went down and you bought it at $2.50 or $2.75 or $3. You won't be worried about the 50 cents or the $1,000 you feel like you lost when you're up. Exactly.
Yeah.
It won't be there.
Yep.
I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda. They always say keep a little powder on the side, so keep a little powder on the side. Your paycheck came in this past week, and before you put $5, put $10 in. Nick is a little lower if you want to. Put $100. I don't know what your financial situation is, but everybody always says, "I don't have it." Really? Let me just keep every receipt of the last week of what you spent. How many times did you buy coffee this week for $3, $4 a pop? $5 for pop. That's to me what's going crazy to me when people spend that kind of money. But people do it. They don't think twice about it.
Yep.
Debit card, boom, right? Bang, bang. Anyway.
It pains me, by the way. I know you're getting ready to go, but that pains me. It pains me because I see my kids going to Starbucks. And I know that they should be having bigger bags of that instead. It pains me.
It pains me. Listen,
but you learn. I think it's one of those things that you almost learn when you get older. And I think we appreciate it because we're older than our kids necessarily.
So speaking of the Starbucks this weekend, there's this drink my daughter likes. It's like I don't know how I wish she never got introduced to it, of course, but it is what it is. And it's this, she went to gymnastics. Oh, can we stop at Starbucks? Can I get that raspberry something or other? It's like some kind of raspberry liquid flavored thing they mix with water, and she likes it. It's like, I don't know, $3, $4 for this. And I'm like, oh my God, but you're like, it's my daughter. Okay, so once a week I buy her this little drink, no big deal. It's the people out there who are buying it every day, right? It's an every day.
And how about the ones in New York City that are turning around and they're spending $10 for a drink at Starbucks versus what we pay here?
Or the people who are in Europe or where you guys are from, because we have people, look, I know we have people in France and we have United Kingdom and Australia. I don't know what these cost over there, but the fact is, sometimes we tighten the belt up when things are tight, right? We may not go out to that nice dinner. We might order pizza. Same way you're doing the same thing with your investments. You still invest. You just might invest less. Or maybe you decide to, wow, the price went down a little bit more. I'm going to just a couple more bucks there, a couple more XRPs. And if you don't have this already, and you have the ability to go to Uphold, and there's a link below if you have the access to it on our Facebook page and our YouTube page. There's a link there where you can go to Uphold and join, and you're going to get again, 20 Bitcoin, $20 for the Bitcoin. That's not the point. The point is, with Uphold, you have a debit card there now. And that debit card they give you, if you sign up for it, gives you 6% on every purchase of XRP.
And if you have a direct deposit?
And if you have direct deposit, 4%. You can earn 10%. The Gemini credit card, which I love my XRP Gemini credit card, I'm buying gas, I got 4%. I love that I spent $40 in gas and I got 16%, $1.16 XRP. I got XRP. And when the XRP is low and I'm using the credit card, I'm getting more XRP. It's unbelievable. I switched all my purchases.
Yes, that's awesome.
And I think those of you out there who shared that with me, I'm going to say Chris, who taught me about the credit cards and the debit cards. We learn from each other. We are stronger together as a community, as people. We live and we learn, and we listen and learn, and go to YouTube and listen to the smarter people out there. Don't listen to the people that are outside the box who tell you you're an idiot or you're not smart or what you're doing. Listen to the smarter people.
Look at how far we've come over the last 5 years regarding crypto. Crypto was way on the outside, and now crypto is way on the inside. Look at Donald Trump signed the bill. So, making this the crypto capital of the world. So if you think it hasn't changed,
That's right.
It's changed a lot, and this is the reason why it's worth more money today. We'll think when we are the crypto capital.
MSNBC, Fox News, all your local channels. When it comes to they're talking about
They
crypto.
are all talking about it.
They're talking about crypto.
Yep.
When did you ever hear about crypto in the news in your history of the world? Never.
A couple of years ago now.
Right?
Nope.
Nothing. The Bitcoin that first came out, and that was it about Bitcoin for about 2 seconds, 3 seconds.
Yep.
Now they're talking about it during the business shows. It's almost a focal point. It's almost a focal point. They cannot get over what's going on. And now I was watching this guy in Newsmax talked about what if the whole, I think they talked about the whole Federal Reserve and how they could flip the switch on the Federal Reserve at XRP. It was unbelievable.
Yes.
Unbelievable. But you know what? If they're talking about it, it's because things are happening, right?
Oh, there's a lot happening, no doubt.
And they only start talking about it after things already happened. They don't talk about it before.
Yep.
News comes out, good and bad, after it happens, not before. Yep. All right, everybody. This is the Intro to Crypto. Michael Cristoforo, David Lemma here. Thank you so much for joining us every week. We'll see you Friday. Hope you enjoyed the show. Remember, like, subscribe. Please give us your input. We appreciate you and we love you. Talk to you soon.
Bye.